All right, let's talk about something we all experience, but can't quite explain. Why are our dreams so weird? One minute they feel totally real, and the next they're completely illogical. Well, today, we're going to get to the bottom of it.
I mean, think about it for a second. Have you ever been in a dream where you're running for your life and then suddenly, poof, you're in your childhood kitchen making a sandwich? Or, and this is a classic, you try to use your phone, but the screen is just a blurry mess, or you can't even dial the numbers right. What is going on there?
So to really understand the weirdness, we got to start with the basics. What even is a dream? And it turns out it's not just random noise. It's actually a really important process. The best way to think about it is like your brain is pulling in night shifts. Now, most of this night shift work happens during a special stage of sleep called REM sleep. That stands for rapid eye movement. And during REM, your brain is incredibly active, almost as active as when you're awake. This is the factory where all your most vivid, most memorable, and most bizarre dreams are cooked up. So while your body's resting, your brain is anything but. It's busy sorting through everything that happened to you that day. It's processing memories, dealing with emotions, and even forging new connections between ideas. It's basically doing a massive decluttering of your mind. Deciding what to keep and what to toss in the trash.
So here's the key takeaway. Dreams are pretty much the side effect of all that mental housekeeping. They're like the strange movie that plays on screen while the cleaning crew is busy working in the background.
Okay, so if your brain is just organizing stuff, why does it all get so strange? I mean, why can we suddenly fly or have a conversation with a talking squirrel? Well, this is where it gets really fascinating. It all comes down to one part of your brain basically taking a nap.
This is the secret right here. During REM sleep, your prefrontal cortex, which is like the CEO of your brain, in charge of logic, reason, and critical thinking, is mostly offline. It's quiet. But at the exact same time, the parts of your brain that handle emotions and visuals are cranked up to 11. They are super active.
So what happens when you have all this intense emotion and imagery, but absolutely no logic filter? Well, you get dream logic. This is why you can teleport from one place to another and not even question it. It's why you can have a totally normal chat with a loved one who passed away years ago. Impossible stuff feels completely normal because the part of your brain that would normally go, hold on, that makes no sense, is fast asleep.
And I love this quote because it just sums it up perfectly. Your dreaming brain isn't trying to make a coherent story. It's not asking if things are realistic. It's just taking all these feelings and images and saying, yeah, sure, let's roll with it. This brings us to a really modern puzzle. I mean, we use our phones all day, every day. So why is it that when we dream, they're almost always broken, glitchy, or we just can't find them? It really comes down to a fundamental clash between what a phone is and what a dream is. There are basically three big reasons for this. First, dreams are just bad with fine detail. They're blurry and unstable. A phone screen with all its tiny, stable text and icons is just too complex for your dreaming mind to create properly. That's also why if you read something in a dream and look away, the text has changed when you look back. Second, a phone is a logical tool. It requires focus, and your dreaming brain is in this chaotic, emotional, free-flowing state. The two just don't mix. And finally, in a dream, you're not actually doing things, you're just simulating the experience of them. You get the feeling of running, but not the complex muscle movements. Trying to simulate something as precise as typing on a tiny keyboard? Yeah, it's just too much for the simulation to handle. This same idea explains another classic dream moment, the instant scene change. You're at the beach, and then bam, you're in a spaceship. What's with that? Well, it's because dreams don't have to follow the rules of the real world. So your brain isn't trying to build a stable physical place. It's just making connections. It's hopping between random memories, emotions, and thoughts. So a feeling of anxiety in your dream might trigger a memory of a test you took in school, which then flashes up an image of your old classroom. It's not a physical jump, it's an idea jump. And since your logic is off, you just accept it and move on. So, you might be thinking, if dreams are just my brain sorting files with the logic turned off, are they totally meaningless? Well, not exactly. They might not be predictions of the future, but they are deeply personal.
Dreams are essentially a wild, abstract remix of your waking life. They reflect what's on your mind, your stresses, your fears, your hopes, the people you saw yesterday, that weird movie you watched last week. Everything that makes you, gets thrown into the mix.
And while there's no magic dream dictionary that can tell you exactly what your dream means, we do see some pretty common patterns. For instance, dreaming about running or being late often pops up when you're feeling stressed. Being chased is a classic symbol for anxiety, and all those weird random places A lot of times, that's just your brain mashing up different memories it's trying to file away.
So if you take one thing away from this, let it be this. Dreams are your brain's way of processing your life. It's doing all this important work, just without the rule book. It's speaking in a language of emotion and pictures, totally free from the tight grip of logic.
And hey, here's a little experiment for you. The next time you're in a situation that feels just a little bit off, a little bit weird, try to find something with words on it. A book, a sign, anything. Read it. Then look away and look back. If the text has morphed into gibberish or changed completely, well, you just might figure out you're dreaming. And from there, who knows what's possible?